بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم و اعدوا لهم ما استطعتم من قوة. چند روز پیش شنیده شد ترامپ در اظهار نظراتش پیشنهاد حمله زمینی داده. ما سالیان سال منتظر یه همچینی هستیم.
Iran has released a new video. Not just a display of power, but a message, a warning. Because as tensions surge and as Donald Trump signals the possibility of a ground operation, Tehran is no longer reacting, it is waiting. A commander from Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps ground forces steps forward. His words are calm, steady, almost eager. We have been waiting for this day for years. This is not fear, this is preparation. For weeks, the United States has applied relentless pressure. Airstrikes, missile campaigns, cyber operations. Washington says it has struck deep into Iranian infrastructure, targeting military facilities, eliminating key figures, disrupting command networks. But even after all that, Iran has not stopped. Despite the damage, despite the loss of bigwigs, despite growing pressure, Iran continues to respond. Missiles launched, regional bases threatened, allied forces activated. And now, this video. A signal that Iran is not just holding on, it is ready for escalation. Behind the scenes, Washington faces a growing dilemma. What comes next? The Pentagon has moved forces into the region, and the option of a ground operation is no longer off the table. But inside the U.S. leadership, there is no clear path forward, no defined endgame. One moment, Donald Trump claims Iran has been severely weakened. The next, he suggests sending in ground troops. Then again, he questions whether such a move would be worth it. The message is shifting, uncertain, contradictory. Meanwhile, Iran's leadership rejects negotiations, dismisses ceasefire talks, and signals defiance. The message coming from Tehran is direct. They are prepared, they are watching, and they are waiting. This is no longer just a military confrontation. It is a battle of endurance, of strategy, of resolve. The United States has inflicted damage, but not defeat. It has removed targets, but not the threat. And now it faces the most difficult question of all. How do you step away from a conflict when the other side is still standing and ready for more?
The war with Iran is not just being fought on battlefields. It's being fought in factories, in stockpiles, and in the very limits of military power. Because behind the explosions, the airstrikes, and the missile interceptions, a quieter crisis is unfolding. The United States and Israel are running through their most advanced weapons at a staggering pace. In just 4 days, that's all it took to expose a reality few expected. Even the world's most powerful militaries can run low. According to a report by the Foreign Policy Research Institute, the scale of consumption is nothing short of extraordinary. Let's break it down. First, missile defense. The backbone of modern warfare isn't just attack, it's interception. And that's where the Patriot missile system comes in. The MIM-104 Patriot is designed to shoot down incoming threats, ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, aircraft. In just 4 days, 943 Patriot interceptors were fired. Each one costs around $4 million. That's nearly $4 billion gone in less than a week. But the real shock? At current production rates, roughly 50 per month, that amount represents over a year and a half of manufacturing. In other words, the war consumed months of industrial output in days. Then comes the next layer of defense, the THAAD. THAAD is designed to intercept missiles at higher altitudes, even outside the atmosphere. Think of it as the last shield before impact. In just 4 days, 145 THAAD interceptors were used. Each costs a staggering $12 million. That's another $17.7 billion spent just to stop incoming threats. And unlike bullets or shells, these aren't easy to replace. They require precision manufacturing, rare components, and time. But defense is only half the story. Offense is where the real volume begins. The United States unleashed the ATACMS, a long-range missile capable of striking targets up to 300 kilometers away. In just 4 days, 225 ATACMS missiles were fired. At about $1 million each, that's another $225 million. These missiles are designed for high-value targets, air bases, command centers, supply depots, which means every launch is deliberate. And yet, the numbers show just how intense the fighting has become. Then there's one of the most iconic weapons in modern warfare, the Tomahawk cruise missile. Precision-guided, long-range, devastating. Used to strike targets from hundreds of miles away with pinpoint accuracy. In just 4 days, 375 Tomahawk missiles were launched, each costing roughly $2 million. That's $750 million in a matter of days. These missiles are designed to open conflicts, cripple infrastructure, and send strategic messages. But here, they're being used continuously, relentlessly. And then comes the most powerful weapon in this arsenal, the GBU-15 Massive Ordnance Penetrator. This is no ordinary bomb. It's a bunker buster, designed to penetrate deep underground before exploding. Built to destroy hardened facilities like nuclear sites or fortified command centers. In just 4 days, 8 of these bombs were used. Each costs about $13 million. But here's the real concern. That usage represents 25% of the entire US stockpile. A quarter gone. These are not weapons you mass-produce quickly. They are rare, strategic, reserved for the most critical targets. And now a significant portion has already been spent. But the losses aren't just missiles and bombs. They include some of the most advanced unmanned systems in the world. The MQ-9 Reaper, a high-end combat drone capable of surveillance and precision strikes. Each one costs around $30 million. In just 4 days, 11 Reaper drones were lost. That's over $330 million gone. But more importantly, these drones provide intelligence. They see the battlefield. They guide decisions. Losing them isn't just expensive. It creates blind spots. And then there are the unseen losses. Advanced radar systems, surveillance networks, electronic warfare assets. These are the invisible backbone of modern combat. And when they're destroyed, you don't just lose equipment, you lose awareness. So, what does all of this add up to? In just 4 days, the United States and Israel burned through between $10 to $16 billion in munitions alone. Add operational costs, logistics, and losses, and the total climbs to nearly $20 billion in less than a week. But the bigger question is not cost, it's sustainability. Can even the most powerful military in the world keep up this pace? Because modern warfare isn't just about who has the best weapons, it's about who can keep producing them. Factories are now as important as fighter jets, supply chains are as critical as soldiers, and time is becoming the most valuable resource of all.